unless they kick in friendships. Even husband and wife, they have to become friends at one point. They ask the 8 Imam of Islam's, friends are better or brothers? He says brothers better to be friends too. They ask one of the greatest Sufis in Islam, who was as the story goes, he was the one who enlightened Rumi, the famous Rumi. And they asked him, what's the purpose of creation? He says, so a friend can meet another friend. It seems the entire religion, the entire goal can be summed up in this, that if we become friends and we get together. So, in order to create that friendship and associations, I think the first thing is that you have to talk to them and let them know you exist, and they might start to talk to you. Start to see how you could help him in any area, whatever you can. Never reveal his secrets that he tells you to other people, or you breach the contract. Never do that. Never use backbiting to become friends. There are a lot of ways that people can get together. A lot of it is based on the negativity. Most people there's so much negativity in them that they like to be fed negative news. If on the radio it says that, on the TV it says that President Bush was found helping some guy who had an accident, he visited him and helped him. To people, that's not a news. But the news comes and says right on CNN, oh, they found President Bush is raping a 15-year-old girl. Oh, the whole world wants to listen. Why is that? It's because we are so much negative that nothing but negative is news. Everything else is boring. Why is that? It's because most of us are like this. This negativity is a big problem. So based on that, sometimes people, they get together. The basis of their friendship is that to backbite, that's speaking behind somebody bad. It's the craziest things. Baha'ullah says, Baha'ullah has a lot of word on that. This quenches the life of the heart. It just kills the soul when you're backbiting somebody. You want to destroy the whole society, you start backbiting. That is talking about a person, anything that you would not be able to do otherwise if he was present. But if you can talk behind him, even if he was present, that would not be backbiting. When we talk, if we have to bring the name of the people, we have to always clarify that we don't particularly mean this person, or we're just bringing his name to make a point, and so on and so forth. We can talk about what people do without bringing their names, you know. What happens because one of these people, they heard it, tomorrow they're going to tell him, and then he becomes your enemy, and this matter goes on and on and on and on. So backbiting is just talking about others when they're not present is seriously, seriously wrong. Stay away from it, very seriously. And this unity and this friendship and this associations has to have the element of diversity. It might be very, very easy for an Anglo-Saxon man to see another Anglo-Saxon guy on the road and say hi and become a friend. It is harder for him to become close friend to an East Indian, close friend to a Chinese, you know, to a Russian. So we have to step out of our norm and become friend with the people usually we're not becoming friend with. We don't talk usually to them. For that matter, even younger people. An old man never have a younger man as a friend. So change there. Do not discriminate against the age of the people, against their gender, against anything that society somehow wants to feed you. That, oh, Chinese are together, Indians are together, la 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 la. No, break away. And try to create a unity and friendship in diversity. You Let it be diverse. Abdul says if you enter in a garden, it's all red rose, it's beautiful, but it's not as beautiful as there was lots of different flowers of all kind. Such garden would be more beautiful. So we have to understand these principles of the unity in diversity. We have to be diverse in our friendship. The other thing that we have to be careful in the friendship, that try not to object at the people what they are. A lot of time, directly talking to a person about something that is wrong with them, they do not accept it, they get offended, and they try to say that no, this is who we are. Use the osmosis pressure in friendship. Osmosis pressure is a physical phenomena, rule, law. It says that if there are two liquids with different concentrations separated from a semi-permeable membrane, in a course of time they will become same density, same viscosity. That means from us goes into others, from others they come into us. There's a big effect in that. If we enter in a room, they're all crying, it's impossible for us to be able to laugh. Or they're laughing, it's very hard for now. Gradually our sadness will vanish away because they just go into us. Use that indirectly. You know, the person is smoking, just don't say anything about the smoker. Just be him and don't smoke. But don't pound in his head to say that the smoking is bad for you, this and that. Stop this old way of admonishing people. In the Baha'i faith, it's forbidden to admonish people to do good or bad. That's not our business. Through friendship, associations, we become like each other. Always said, if two people are together as a friend, one smokes, one doesn't, either the smoker make the other guy to smoke, or the non-smoker make the other one to stop smoking. So, this is a bad thing of objecting at people, trying to change them directly. Rather do it indirectly by being proactive and not reactive. Another one is the fault finding. You know, this is famous. Jesus Christ says the tree in your eye, you don't see it, you know. And the small little things in the twig in the eye of your friend, you see that. It is the same thing in the Baha'i faith. So do not fault find. Baha'ullah says there's so much you're overcome, but this is start to talk about your own faults, not about others. Fault finding again is definitely going negative about it, and no friendship can be coming out of it. Lying is very, very bad too. Lying in the friendships. You start to give a lot of lies to attract your friend. That you're this, you're that, you've done a lot of things. We do not need to fantasize ourselves with the things that we haven't done. Rather think about things that you've done yourself. Why do we lie? Either we are in the need of the person or we're afraid of him. If you don't need him and you're not afraid of him, there's no need to lie. Do not try to impress people with the qualities of your skills and this and that. Then they always expect you to be that. If you're a joker, if you're a writer, if you're a musician, that's how they become friends with you because of that. They have to be friends with you, even if you're not anybody. So stay away from this. Lying is very, very bad. It's really serious and no good. Keeping the secret in the relationship is very, very important. We should not reveal the secret of the others. But you don't have to hear it. You know, try not to hear things that you should not really hear it. And if the secret is big and the person wants you to solve it, then use their writings, try to see what you could do through the internet, through the Baha'i writings, Find an answer for him. Consult with others without bringing his name up. Use that kind of a method to make him to get out of his problem. Definitely in the world of friendship, one of the things that kills a friendship, which I spoke last night about it, is that when we're trying to impress our friends or his wife or his children or the family by trying to advance ourselves from them, excel ourselves, or buy a bigger car. If they have that car, go bigger. If their house, we get bigger. This impressing people like this immediately sends you to the dungeon of the loneliness, the prison of loneliness. Because people say that you're trying to brag, or impress people by something that they can't afford to have it. So the element of humbleness and humility and truthfulness is very, very important that we have to use, be with people. But at the same time, we should not be naive that just throw ourselves in front of the people so they can exploit us. No. Try to keep the relationship as spiritual. Do not create an economical or even a social media for the friendship. Because if you start to give them money, that's then all they expect you to give them all the time. So how would you do that? Just don't try to brag about your money. Stay in the same level as they are, so they don't come and expect you. But if they tell you their story like, oh, they're so badly looking for this or that and that and that and that. I've heard of a story that the guy says, I love this man, but if I give him money, I know the money is going to create a problem. But he needs it. What do I do?